both going to go for the blink initiations. Nyx is going to be jumping on you. There's a lot of disable and lockdown from NEWBIEE, so having a range advantage is not actually going to be enough. You're going to have to outmaneuver them, and that level of difficulty you mentioned.
Oh, he'll get the vision. There's going to be the roll. Finds connection, but the meld is there. They actually have the sentry ready to go, and they're going to look to just walk him on back and home here. But he does pop the fairy fire. He gets a new meld. A Sunstrike. It's going to be soaked between the two. They can't quite get it.
Poison Sting.
Oh, the last second of the sting will help secure it. It's no. Do you think as a Vengeful Spirit with that kind of utility, I'll hold that thought, there's another support already using his utility to kind of make pressure in the mid lane onto SCCC with the orb. Well, right click should do it. He cuts through the tree though. Jerix can't get it. The meld, the turnaround, and now it's going to cost him his own life. Well played there from SCCC.
Level 1 meld hype, the solo XP and farm at top when the Venom rotated mid.
Oh, moves for Faith. Jerix can't find the connection on the rolling boulder, but does get it with the smash. S4 helps finish off Faith, and it will be a successful pick. And now OG are going to hang out down here and bog it out.
Well, Brotail is just everywhere helping out the team. He goes mid, tries to push the tower, now comes bottom to try and steal this big neutral stack, as well as pressure the tower. This is some selfless play.
Yeah, Jack, surely you're not happy with this right now. This is not really the Venal life you've been going into about for a while. On a mid lane, just on the chase here for Kaka. Looking to run him down with the back end of a haste rune here. Can he get the finish? Oh, boulder smash! Ah, Jerix.
Meanwhile, bottom, the neutral fight is fully underway. The Venom ulti went out.
Ooh, they can't commit forward, which is good because the Sunstrike was there waiting for him. Soul Assumption doesn't find its finish either. Everyone just kind of badly beaten.
Not really sure who won that. No one actually died. OG got very low, as did NEWBIEE from the Venom ulti. Probably OG come out on top because they get most of that neutral stack and take it away from the Sven who wants to farm up middle camps.
They just can't, they can't do ancient stack farming at all. I mean, this is now OG's territory. The second SCCC tries to roll forward in the lane. This is exactly what happens. Now he's going to hit with the Poison Nova and the Sunstrike. And he pops his Refraction, the orb. Oh, not going to find connection there, so he'll try to heal it up. But they do find a coil on for KP nearby. They'll come in to go for the finish, while on the other side of the lane is Jerix forcing Mugi off his back by kicking him out. Kaka, though, is able to move in with a Vendetta and help him get the finish. Mugi's able to get the grab on the top tier 1 finish. What's happening over here? Ana and Kaka.
Yeah, he did scam. I think he's cornered the fact that Ana's making this playstyle happen and wants to punish it.
It looks like they will. Mugi rushes in with the God Strength. Will help him go for the finish. S4 steps in with Fly, gets the coil onto the two of them. Kaka goes for the TP, it gets canceled. Boulder Smash will be there. Mugi swap back. He goes for the TP. Can they right-click him down? Yes. It is going to be an OG trade.
Use your birds to scout or farm, and they ever get caught, they're free food.
S4 dropping the coil here onto Kaka as he goes into Vendetta. So they trade ults each way, but it's mid lane where it looks like Mugi is able to get the jump on the No-Tail. Venomancer goes down.
That's an important kill. Alleviates this pressure in the mid lane. They didn't want to go in.
Yeah, they're trying to set something up though.
I got scared.
Blink KP with a dunk. Ooh, a long roll all the way over. It looks like they've spotted Kaka. And they'll get the stun with a Sunstrike, and that is a dead beetle.
Elsewhere, S4 in the dire jungle.
Oh, I'm slide showing a little bit here. S4 is dodging things out as KP hits that area with the fissure. He's even committing in with the coil. KP far from home on this one.
Backpacking the blink, not going to work.
Not going to work. Down below, they make a chase for SCCC, but he will be able to make it out.
Bottom tower.
Very few options to work with, and OG continue to throw their bodies down this mid lane. Look at the setup here from Jerix. Just immediate boulder smash, Poison Nova grab. Uh-oh, dunk fire back from KP. Finds good connection, helps get an easy finish onto Jerix, and they're looking for the follow-up onto Fly. The birds start stunning down from above. Soul Assumption's there. They slow him down with a trap, but can't get the finish, and now here comes the Magician. The Tornado going to be flying out, EMP combo, and Faith will be dropped.
And just like being a dominant presence early on, but right now the Blink Dagger is online from KP.
Oh, got the coil, but he ran out of the sentry range, but Jerix has got another one, and he always has them.
The Blink Dagger's up from KP, and they're starting to be a bit more. Like there's a blink up on this Fen as well. So there's starting to be some damage from them. And again, we talked about the squishiness of the OG heroes. So they have to be really careful not overextending when they try to be a nuisance here. And this Aegis is going to go a long way towards that. If they can knock down the rest of these tier 2s with this Aegis, again, it'll extend their range quite a bit. But they have to be really careful right now because the potential for counter initiation is definitely there. They can get punished very hard and just get blown up very quickly by Newbie's lineup. And OG are very good at pushing out waves. Pushing out waves safely as they go into SCCC here.
Did manage to catch him. They hit him with both ultis, silence him up, whittle him down.
Kind of pin, and then they can forestall the OG attempts to kind of death ball.
Uh-oh, Jarex can cover a lot of ground real fast. I was going to say if he wanted to stalk Mugi, he could try to cancel that TP, but he's not able to get it while back inside the base. They get a quick jump with the coil onto Kaka and take out the Nyx.
This standoff at top. Mugi's waiting for Jarex to push this wave out so he can jump him. Uh-oh.
There is
Jarex.
the jump, the slashes. Jarex down.
And now he's going to hit the building. You need to TP back another hero. He's got one range creep to ferry along this top wave.
Ana steps in. We'll go for it. Sunstrike, but that's going to be the BKB TP out from Mugi.
It's a really heads-up play from Mugi. That was some really good decision-making being highlighted there. Waits patiently for
New dimension for them that they're able to do that.
Dimension, man, what praise from Jack. Ooh, Jarex finds a move in onto KP. SCC's nearby though, and now they jump in with Mugi also. Oh, he gets quick, hard hits onto No-Tail, which will force out the swap of Fly, and now Mugi just goes for the bailout. Decides to TP back it away because some of his teammates are in some serious trouble. SC.
Finally came up for air.
Jarek's back in action right now, trying to be the scout. Drops down the ward and tries to get some money, but Mugi, he's like, I'll take some money too then. Nice. He tried to roll away, but
wards, the traps, the familiars, makes fighting come down to things like you really need to use those smokes effectively, and things like invis when both teams have a lot of vision to control. Familiars we're seeing being used. They do lose the
killed.
familiars. Yeah.
So much bird hate, man.
They were silenced, it looked like, so they couldn't actually drop onto the ground.
Forge Spirits versus Familiars, two of the most annoying summons ever going at it.
Jarex gets a nice ward here.
They round all the way to the corner. Fly's going to spot them out, but they're jumping from behind. A beautiful coil from S4. They're forced to pot the BKBs. A jump in will pull out the snap. Mugi waits in his spot, then begins to go in on Ana. A Lincoln's will pop on one side. He turns around. The Deafening Blast tries to go into the Ghost Walk. Do they have the vision? They have the swap. Fly pulls him back and away, and Newbie try to make chase. Buyback going to be forced out now as KP tries to get back in the action. Turn around with the ice wall. Fly in a lot of trouble. They get off the stun, and Ana takes to the other side. But inside the pit, it's Mugi moving in, getting the finish and grabbing the Aegis here for Newbie. Now they back out.
Such a close.
OG have been kind of dodging.
Radiant's top tower is on the rocks.
And
Bottom lane,
for tier twos,
low
but-
TP's in.
Oh, okay. Oh, as I say, they're dodging. Here's an opportunity to make the move in. They actually roll themselves into Kaka. They plot down the sentry. There they spot him out. On one end is KP, on the other is Kaka. Jarex makes a connection with both on that boulder smash. KP's going to be forced into the dunk. Can they get Kaka too? No. Kaka will be able to make it away on that TP.
Need one casualty. Could have very well easily been two if Nyx had also been swapped or stunned on the TP out.
Oh, S4 bursting down the wave, goes back on the other side, and right next to SCC, who's waiting with the meld, and actually blasts him down. The coil was committed onto Kaka. Nice multi-boulder smash there from Jarex as he jumps in. We'll help him get the finish onto one. SCC, though, is able to fend off Ana a bit and then uses the BKB timing to get himself indoors. But here's OG now, suddenly outside. While this happens, though, Mugi, he's back at that top lane, and yeah, with no tears.
Value just, that's bringing to the table right now.
Oh, hello! Ana just rolls in the back of Newbie's smoke, spots out KP, throws a tornado down the middle, and starts dishing out the combo. Can they go for the burst finish on the KP at the end of the silence? Oh, he's able to get off the totem, but they eventually will fall down. They quickly take faith. In addition to that, SCCC fights between the three. Ana's literally taking it to him, and that's going to be the end of the TA, and it looks like OG are able to take this one.
Well, OG's way to start a fight is just to have Invoker run into 5 heroes and pop a smoke.
Isn't that just how it goes
You know,
sometimes?
Lincoln's BKB, he didn't really care. He just starts throwing. He's like, oh shit, I'm in 5 heroes. Time to start throwing my spells and doing Invoker things. And he hits level 25 now, gets that 12-second cooldown tornado. This is before the Octarine.
jump in back. SCCC just bought back into this game.
Oh,
Moogie! Rushes those supports.
Those supports matter. Support lives.
That was the extra life of bailout swap potential.
Yeah.
Kaka.
No-Tail forced in?
Yeah, okay. He has to run back, dunk, set up from KP, looking to make a move onto Ana. Moogie can't even make his way through the ice wall. Oh my God. Now they turn around, KP very low. They might be able to get him. He pops the wand. They go back in once again for Ana, and they will get the finish there. Now they're looking to go for No-Tail. They pop down the trap. There's the Storm Hammer. Moogie eventually gets close enough. No-Tail frantic for the TP, but can't make it out.
Visage has it. S4's been spotted.
Okay, well, that dream is gone. Is it?
Well, they're buying back with Invoker.
Okay, they want to make it happen. He gets a good silence on the multiple units here. BKB is going to be coming out from Moogie, and he frantically blinks out to the high ground to hide out there for now, but he needs to wait a little bit before TP's back up while OG continue to roll on in. And at that moment, they want Indy back to the other side, and they're going to look to maybe sweep in and take this Roche for themselves. And doing a slow siege and everything like that.
Don't think so. The slow siege with Aegis seems to be their best approach. Puck's going to get his 25 soon, maybe. We start seeing some late game refreshes.
Oh, Ana found a couple of supports himself down this Deathman's Alley. He hits him up with the Tornado, and the rest of the combo will help them guarantee the finish. It looks like onto Kaka, but no, Kaka holding on, able to get off the Carapace, and now they're rolling onto Ana. They're trying to burst him apart. He runs off to the side, but it ends up being taken down. It's a 2-for-1 trade. Now Moogie jumping into action, tries to get a hold of No-Tail, but he gets slid over the Fisher and away from trouble. KP, though, is on the other side and begins to beat him down a bit. The dunk's going to be committed, and he swats down that Venomancer. On the other side, it's a chase for S4 and Jarix, the only two remaining members here, as NEWBIE do manage to get the upper hand. In a situation where it was actually Ana who was rolling right in.
Across the map.
He got the orb.
Yeah, you can see it actually coming to play there.
Whee! See you later.
Ooh, Korea.
But here comes NEWBIE for the first time since their cheesy split rat tactics are moving back inside OG's base, and they're splitting it right down the middle. Look at that. It's going to be SE going to the top lane and putting in the work while Moogie takes it to the mid lane here. And OG just take a huge, hard loss. Just like that, it's 3 Raxes down. Oh, Coil in? No, not on anybody. A frantic chase trying to catch NEWBIE members, but coming up short. Yep. Oh, maybe have faith in getting faith. Looks like they will. They're going to give the bird the business. Pops the pipe. He's like, you better work for it, boy.
Still a game where it kind of swings a little.
But NEWBIE are not far. Oh, jumping Coil from S4 immediately onto SCCC here. Oh, No-Tail steps in with the Poison Nova. Doesn't find good connection. It doesn't really look like it connects onto everybody. Follow-up Magnetize. They're looking to spread out as much magic damage as they can, but I don't know if OG can get a hard commitment on this one. Jarix is trying to dish out the extra stun power. But it is going to be a nice pickoff onto Moogie there. KP, though, sets up with a beautiful dunk. SC steps in, helps get the right-click finishes. Immediate buybacks are going to be coming out now, too. S4 jumps in, gets out the silence, and NEWBIE are swinging within the side. OG over, back at the Roche pit again. Just get the buybacks on cooldown right away.
So Sven went for a backdoor play bottom there.
Yeah, horsepower to make it back inside. The Sunstrike hits him. He barely lives on with just about 100 life. Oh, can he run it back all the way inside? It looks like he's going to be good. Back on the fight. Orbing inside. SC looking to blast it down onto Jarix here. Jarix gets the force out, and a boulder sends him back home packing.
Backdooring now bottom.
Here it comes. Moogie TPing in with the bird. Begins to take it into the racks with the glyph. Immediately forced out. What's happening back in mid lane here? Jarix dying. Slideshow Dota. NEWBIE running right through him. I think people are dying here. Bottom, it's S4. Trying to push in through the lane. Moogie's still here.
I can't believe that Sven actually lived. That was insane. Fight still goes on. Nana's actually going to turn around here. Invoker combo coming out. Doesn't any crippling damage.
Tornado back, but they are going to be able to get the finish to the S4. He promptly buys back out. This time Moogie, might be in trouble. He is able to get the KB.
No TP.
Stuck in the coil. On is here now. They get the swap. They get the massive stun. And they hit the finish. He's going to be taken out of this one. He has no buyback for 3 minutes.
See how much.
No Sven here. How's KP's dunk? It's up and at the ready. The move could be made, but they get the force out on the Ana. The coil move-in's going to be made, and now the Poison Nova does pop out. Deafening Blast as they force him back out. Magnetize is also going to be there. Can't quite get the finish yet, but the Sunstrike will be able to help to get the takedown of KP. Now the buyback's going to be there, and he can come back in with the dunk ball. SC to shred apart No Tail. This could force OG to step off a bit. Tier 3 still standing strong. SC moves in with a Hurricane Pike, but the follow from S4 could be there. Long ball fissure. Ana trying to run in, but quickly hit to the face from that TA. Second guesses it. It looks like NEWBIEE are going to be able to hold. Oh, long jump dunk onto S4. They will get the finish of the puck. He's out for 2 minutes without a buyback. And OG run to the hills.
Man.
In terms of pushing out waves, it's a little bit better, but he's not really well suited to doing that right now with his current build, and that could be a bit of an issue for them. And the Plague Wards, I guess, are a nice addition to that, but they have to both keep the waves out and avoid getting...
Whoops.
Yeah,
Someone messed up their chat, Will.
Yeah, that was funny. I was giggling. So suddenly OG, or not OG rather, NEWBIEE can.
And as a refresher, back up, ready to look for big combos. He is the player to look to. For if OG to need to win some big team fights to turn this game around, Ana is the player who has to somehow find the perfect Invoker combos on grouped up here. The problem is he keeps getting mana burn.
Looks like a ravage there.
Ooh, big three-man stun. SCC was happy to oblige with some good damage on that follow-up. Coil on the response. Ana looking to move in, trying to combo it up onto Kaka here. The BKB saving him from the Carapace stun. Puts his focus onto SCCC, who's able to get the force. Bump out the other direction, and now the turnaround. Going to be coming back inside. Fisher to lock him in place. Mugi has showed up and just starts to take him down. Quick, immediate buyback is going to be there for Ana, but it's for defensive purposes inside the base. S4 will get battered apart. No, Ana now shows up in front of the pit, throws the tornado in, but they are short on people and resources. This could be the back end of this. The Roche goes down, the Aegis is picked up, the move has been made, and they're hustling on in to get a hold of Ana. He frantically looks to run, but the Fisher's there. This could be the end. They lock him into their place. The Stormhammer, they're shoving him back home. He's able to get off a new BKB, turns around with the tornado, with the combo onto Faith. Jerix and No Tail doing everything they can to throw their bodies into the wake of fire coming in from SCCC as he pressures them back inside. OG getting hit with everything that they can. It's going to be Mugi getting the slash finish. S4 is out. 1 down, or 2 down now with Fly. And OG stutter step their way back inside their base. It's just tier 4s though.
This may be it. Aegis, Cheese to play around. NEWBIEE also still have their buybacks.
Yeah, they got the stun onto Ana. They're going to be able to move it in. They followed up with a bit more firepower, and they are going to put a nail in the coffin. This one is over. NEWBIEE have taken out OG 2-0 and will move on into the lower bracket final to face LGD.